The sky is falling. My stocks are collapsing. What do I do? Hey guys, thanks for checking back in. Today I'm hopefully going to talk you off the ledge, but I've also got a bit of an announcement and a challenge near the end of this video. So on Friday, Silicon Valley Bank in the US announced that it was basically collapsing. It appears as though so many people that had money in that bank over the last couple of days last week were trying to get that money out. And the volumes of people and the volumes of money caused there to actually be what was entitled as a bank run. If you think of the old Jimmy Stewart It's a Wonderful Life movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, go watch the movie. Great movie. In any case, that collapse possibly may have affected the TSX, but the Bank of Canada also did not choose to raise interest rates over the last week. And many are wondering if that has caused people to foresee into the future possible problems with the banks. So all the banks in Canada were hit. So there was no news on any one particular bank or any direct news to anyone other than those two things. So what happened? I don't know myself, and if I try to tell you that I know, I'm lying to you. What I do know is everything went on sale. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Every stock in my portfolio, except for one stock, dropped quite drastically. Are we in the recession? Are we starting this recession that everybody's been warning about? Or is it the result of the Silicon Valley Bank? Is it a result of the Bank of Canada not raising interest rates when there's fears that they should have? Who knows? But as I've said before, if you're confident in what you're invested in, look at this as though the way I do when I go to a grocery store and I want to buy anything. It's on sale. It's dropped in price. So why not get a little bit more? One of my newest investments, one of my investments that I have always kind of wanted just from I'm a Canadian standpoint and I want to really be involved or invested in a Canadian company, is Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire is across our country one of the biggest retailers, very well loved, and they do give back a ton to the community. But the problem with me is it was always a stock that was so drastically highly priced, it scared me off. I began to use Wealthsimple, as I was explained in another video, to do some fractional buying. And as Friday morning rolled around, I was watching just kind of at the opening to see what was going on. Canadian Tire in the early part of trading on Friday was down well over $2 per share. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, that is too good to not try to get a little bit of. I didn't get a ton. I don't have that money just sitting. Unfortunately, I wish I did. So I grabbed a little bit. And in the end, I thought to myself, this is $2 cheaper than it was merely at the close on Thursday. And while it can sometimes look to be a little bit of a volatile stock, I drastically reduced my average cost by doing that. And if you look across the board, everything was down on Friday: utilities, renewables, the railways, Canadian Tire, the telecommunications, banks, everything was down. So a few lessons there. One, and I commented on a number of different websites, where is all my money and why don't I have money for this type of scenario? A lot of people out there always talk about having a cash position and making sure that you have cash when things like this happen. And I even say it myself. But guess who didn't have any money on Friday to buy? So, as Warren Buffett always said, be greedy when everyone else is afraid. Be afraid when everyone else is greedy. When these prices are dropping like this and people are freaking out, again, if your confidence is in your position that you have or the company that you're in, the ETF that you're in, get more. The other part to this that I wanted to talk about is being able to pivot. In my last discussion, I posted and said my targets and who I wanted to buy and at what certain time based on dividend ex-div dates and dividend payment dates. But when things like this happen, it kind of throws everything up into a bit of a tailspin. And I guess at the end of the day, I had to decide, was it more important to get a monthly dividend paying stock to be able to catch this dividend? Or was it more important for me to be able to grab a couple shares of a stock that I really, really want to get that's down $2 a share? And so that's going to be a call every time you run up against that. Your call, of course, but I decided to pivot a little bit. So keep those things in mind when you're looking at when you're going to buy and what you're going to buy. Sometimes some things happen throughout the day or in the market at any point in time that cause you to have to be a little bit quick and be able to pivot. So I had a bit of an announcement. I started this channel just, I think, a week ago today, and I've put up a few videos here and there. I've put up a couple of grilling videos and some stock videos, and I have to say I'm absolutely amazed at the response that I'm getting. But I have had a couple of suggestions from some folks, including my wife, and the suggestions were that I have to change what's behind me. I'm just up in a room in our house with a slanted roof and old wallpaper. So as of my next video, you're going to see a completely different look that hopefully is a little bit sharper, a little bit more enticing for you to stick around, let's say. So I want to thank everybody for the comments that I'm receiving on the videos, and of course, for those people that do subscribe to the channel. And that leads me to my challenge. Why the heck are you not subscribing? I'm looking at the stats on my videos, and I have about a 90% rate of people watching my videos that aren't subscribing. What do I have to do? Offer you stocks? Offer you money? Just kidding. I want to issue a challenge that if you found anything interesting so far that you've watched on my channel, please consider subscribing. And I want to see if this plea of me laying out my soul on one of my videos actually will return some subscribers to my channel. So I'm going to monitor this video because this is really the first one where I'm laying it all on the line and asking you to subscribe. That's going to wrap it up today, as I had no dividend payments so far for the month of March. But next week's video, I'm going to have quite a few because we have quite a few payers that are mid-month on the 15th. So thanks for sticking around. Get back off that ledge and smash that subscribe button. Thanks very much and take care.